Customer is looking for a bid to replace their front steps. Yeah, these steps are not in good shape. They are currently made out of all dolomite and they're just falling apart. So they're going to want a couple options and maybe some ideas for this. Because of the size of the house, I think that keeping it in the same footprint is probably going to be our best bet. It's 5 feet 8 inches wide right now. I mean, if we want to stretch it a little bit, we certainly can. Maybe 6 more inches on each side if we want. We've only got 3 risers here for the steps, and as you can see, there is stone that goes from the landing into the house. So we're going to have to re-veneer that area right there. So just as a whole, I'm going to show you the house here. It's got a lot of white stucco to it. And the yellow is really just in the front here. So we can do a couple of things. We can either do an all dolomite step, which that's probably the least of my, the worst of the options. Just don't like all dolomite because of how soft it is. We could do a Fond du Lac and dolomite mix for the riser. Or we could use all dolomite for the riser, or we could use all Fond du Lac for the riser with limestone treads. Either way, I'd probably want to steer clear of dolomite treads because you can see how much it's pocking here. So, if this were my house, I would probably do probably heavier on the dolomite, so probably 60 to 40 dolomite with the Fond du Lac. 60% dolomite, 40% Fond du Lac, and then use limestone treads on this. That way they keep some of that yellow in there that they have on their wainscot and around their lintel here. But the bulk, like I said, the bulk of the house is white. Now I do see that there's some red in their trim here. Let's keep that out of there. I think that inserting a red into it is too small of a step to really make much of a difference. So, lastly, the landing is 30 inches deep, so we are going to have to stretch this out to 36 inches. So, yeah, 5 feet 8 inches wide, 36 inches deep, and then we got 2 treads that are 12 inches deep. And I'm guessing that this needs a new foundation. This is definitely tipped. I'm guessing pretty heartily that this foundation has collapsed, which is why it's tipped. So we can put that as a line item if you want, but chances are highly likely that it's going to need it. So for Nick, we're on Juliet over in St. Paul. Nice wide roads, St. Paul, so no problems with deliveries and dumpsters, crushed rock, plenty of space to deliver all that stuff. Good access, just drive straight up here. It's a very small hill right there, can't really see it. But railings, obviously we can take off the railings. They're basically loose. This one is for sure. We can set them off to the side without any problem. Let's give her anchor irons contact information as well.